Hello, I'm Duncan Graham. This is my video submission for influencer marketing in the RVC. I am coming to you today from Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm just hanging out with my wife's family. So, bit of a different scene, different scenery. So quickly going over this one was pretty cool. Tied into my overall project idea a lot better than originally thought. So I think what's great about this course is it gets me past a lot of my skepticism of things. It's really eye-opening and mind-opening. Just realizing lots of business ideas I've had, and they're all sitting on a list somewhere, are actually quite feasible. So initially I wasn't sure where I'd end up with this one, but I keep a lot of this content focused on what I know, which, and what I want to do anyway. I was able to really tie it together because I actually want to launch something by the end of October. So this, timely, really learnt a lot on how to market my product. So suggested reflection questions. What did you learn about how influence actually works? So I think the number one thing is eyeballs, right? So people only see an ad that they can only see something they're looking at. So if the ad's somewhere they're not looking, they won't see it. The content producers, influencers, are content producers primarily. That create the content that we all indulge in on our digital devices through social media. I think with the influencer, it takes that next step where it develops community and trust. So people see it as a wellspring of ideas and inspiration for them to use. But I think also the way it would work in my context is that you can access communities that would be interested anyway. So the influencer is creating or attached to certain communities that are your target market. I guess what I'll just do, I probably haven't broached this in this video yet, is that the product that I'm selling, I won't go too into the details because I'm actually going to do it. But something that resolves issues with and enables knowledge transfer pathways, right, between stakeholders. So in construction, so specifically here it'll be codes and standards and enabling people to be able to apply them easily and navigate them easily. So I guess perfectly ties into question 2, how do you select your niche and your influences? So I selected the niche of construction because it's about construction codes. And then my influences, I went into the suggested program with Modash, and I was able to search through influencers and work through their statistics. I also looked at Google, and from just my own knowledge from noodling around on social media, I started only with Instagram. I'm familiar with most social media except TikTok, so anything I do with TikTok would happen last. I don't really know anything about it. So the learning curve's a bit high. Instagram is probably my favorite one that I use personally, so that's probably where Instagram and YouTube would be my two big ones that I would get into. And then I just looked at engagement rates, making sure they had low fake followers. No one wants a fake follower, right? So and just sort of volume and how they fit in the community. So I did start with I was looking at that sort of 5,000 mark because I was thinking it's good to start with a smaller amount, but I realised that probably better off just going bigger anyway. Engagement rates aren't so high in the construction space, so it's not like I'd get overrun. But I want to start small, develop the product with feedback and keep going up, but eventually it would really, 5,000 is probably too small to be like a niche properly in construction, like because a lot of them jump up to over 100,000 people, because I think a lot of tradespeople, they get on their phones. They're out and about all day and they're phone based, not so much laptop based. So, and that's it there. What would you improve or try next time when it comes to outreach? I just have a stepped format, right? So I guess that's the other thing with starting small and working your way up is I've never done it before, so I'd have to work out what works and then work out what's normal, and develop those contracts and that relationship and that sort of business maturity there. And that's basically how I would do it. Yeah. So thank you very much.